Big question, what is civic education and why is it important? Amina's school day started with an air of excitement. Today, her class was being introduced to a new subject, civic education. Amina, along with her friends Tunde and Fatima, hurried to their classroom, eager to find out what it was all about. Mrs. Ardebayer, their favorite teacher, greeted them with a warm smile. Good morning, class. Today, we start a journey to understand what it means to be good citizens. This journey begins with learning about civic education. Can anyone tell me what they think civic education is? Amina raised her hand. Is it about learning how to be a good person and help others? That's part of it, Amina, replied Mrs. Ardebayer. Civic education is about understanding our roles and responsibilities in our community and nation. It teaches us about our rights and duties, how democracy works, and the values that hold our communities together. Mrs. Ardebayer wrote civic education on the board and underlined it. Civic education, she began, is the study of the rights and duties of citizens. It helps us understand how our government works, how to participate in our community, and how to make informed decisions. She looked around the classroom and saw curious faces. Imagine civic education as a guidebook that helps us navigate our lives as members of a community and a nation. To make this concept clearer, she continued, think of our community as a large ship. Civic education is like the compass that helps us steer the ship in the right direction. Without it, we might get lost at sea. Mrs. Ardebayer continued, civic education includes several important components: nationality, rights and duties, democratic practices, and community values. These components help us understand who we are, what we are entitled to, what we need to do, and how we can work together. To make this clear, she shared a story about a young girl named BC who learned about her rights and duties in school. BC was a curious and bright student just like Amina. One day, her teacher, Mr. Hassan, introduced the class to civic education. Mr. Hassan explained that understanding their nationality was like knowing they were part of a big family called Nigeria. This family had its own culture, traditions, and values. BC learned that as a Nigerian, she had certain rights like the right to education and the right to be treated fairly. But she also had duties, like respecting others, following rules, and helping her community. One day, BC's class decided to plant a garden to beautify their school. Mr. Hassan explained that this was a democratic decision where everyone had a say and worked together. BC felt proud knowing she was contributing to her community. Through these experiences, BC understood the importance of civic education. It taught her how to be a responsible citizen, respect her rights and those of others, and actively participate in her community. BC's story didn't end there. She faced a challenge when a new student, Emeka, joined her class. Emeka was shy and often felt left out. Remembering her lessons from civic education, BC decided to include Emeka in their games and study groups. Slowly, Emeka started to feel more comfortable and happy. BC felt joy in helping Emeka. This experience taught her that civic education wasn't just about learning in class, but applying those lessons in real life to make her community better and more inclusive. Mrs. Ardebayer turned back to the class. Civic education is important because it helps us become informed, responsible, and active citizens. It teaches us how to respect our rights and fulfill our duties, make decisions together, and uphold values like kindness, honesty, and cooperation. She emphasized, when we understand and practice these principles, we contribute to a better and stronger community and nation. She then asked, can anyone share how they think civic education can help them in their daily lives? Fatima raised her hand. I think it can help us solve problems together, like when we need to decide who will lead a group project. Excellent, Fatima, said Mrs. Ardebayer. That's a great example of democratic practices at work. Tunde added, it can also help us understand why it's important to follow rules like traffic rules to keep everyone safe. Exactly, Tunde, said Mrs. Ardebayer. When we understand and follow our duties, we help create a safe and fair community for everyone. Mrs. Ardebayer concluded, remember, civic education is our guide to being good citizens. It helps us understand our place in the world and how we can make it better for everyone. The class was filled with excitement and curiosity, ready to embark on their journey of civic education. Amina, Tunde, and Fatima felt a sense of purpose. They realized that civic education was not just a subject, but a way to make a positive impact on their world.